Okay. Alright, hang in here with me. There's pollen again, and every time I do a video this time of year, it's always pollen related. My porch is yellow, my brown truck is yellow. It's horrible. Pollen in the south sucks. Anyway, I did a video a couple weeks ago with a gay toy Brett put down for Thunderbird. First Nascar toy I ever bought, like the gay toy version. I really liked the car, and I said I wasn't going to start a collection. Well, I want a Bill Elliott one. So I was checking online and missed out on a couple of nice ones. To get a good one with good decals and all that, you're going to pay up. Then this one popped up on eBay, buy it now. So I looked at it, all the pictures, and it looked pretty good. I thought it was the same size as the Thunderbird, but it wasn't. It's smaller. Here's a Hot Wheel car that just rolled off the hood. Now you see how the size of the Skoal Bandit is. I bought this because, one, it reminded me of my youth. The people I hung around with back then, you know how it is. One person does something and then everybody follows this trend. I'm usually not the one that did that, but chewing tobacco has always been in my family. My dad was a red man. My papa was, I forgot what it's called, plug tobacco with a red dog on it, bloodhound, red hound, I don't remember. But that was his chew. So I guess it was 8th grade. The group of kids I hung out with all started dipping Skoal. Well, what is it? Not Skoal, Hawkins. I don't know if they still make it or not. Hawkins was pretty sweet, and it was real moist, and it packed good. I followed the lead of all these people, and just because I was hanging out with them, not because I really cared for it. But I would dip Hawkins. Then everybody started going to Skoal, and I tried Skoal, and I didn't like it as much because it was real fine. And I stayed with Hawkins only when I was hanging out with these people. And I still hang out with a few of them. I mean, I didn't cut them loose. I have tons of friends. But I remember when the Skoal Bandits came out, they were the rage. And if you've never had a Skoal Bandit, it's just a little pouch, still a pouch with tobacco in it. And you didn't have to worry about the tobacco breaking loose and washing all over your mouth and swallowing it and getting that nasty taste in your stomach. But that was really cool to see this car. It wasn't really cool to be dipping. I mean, if you liked it, that's your business. I'm not going to tell you how to live. Don't tell me how to live. I smoke cigars. My Skoal dipping days were a gateway to cigars. Actually, it was. Anyway, let's check this out. Buick. Goodyear Eagles. The decals are all on here, I believe, 100%, except for potential one not being on it. Might have to look into it. So, you got Goodyear Champion and Phillips 76. Oh, STP, Harrogance 33, Burton House, Skoal Bandit, Valvoline. It's got something right in there. Licensed under authority of Grand National Properties. I don't think that was on the car, or the real car. Harrogance decals pulling up. I'm not going to mess with it now, but if it gets to where it starts lifting up pretty good, I'll try to hair dryer, heat it up, pull it off, wash it up real good on the top roof, and then reapply glue stick and see if I can get it to stay on here for a few more years. Now, I don't know if there was a decal on the back. I know in NASCAR, every spot that was available had something on there, a sponsorship. The Skoal can 7-Eleven, but this decal is lifting on the side too. Same scenario. If it starts pulling loose, I'll worry about it then, but I'm going to leave it alone. Now that licensing notification is not on this side. There's Goodyear Eagle, Burton Howell, and I learned a while back, I never really looked into it, but Burt Reynolds, that's who this is. He was part owner of the car, or the team. Excuse me. Well, there's the Buick front end. Now, for all you young guys that are on all these rice grinding Hondas and all that, you ought to look up the turbo Buick V6 from the 80s. Holy cow, were those cars just impressive. There's still some running around, but not many. And the Buick Regal, that was a good looking car in the 80s. I mean, it was sharp. So was the Cutlass Supreme. And I'm a Ford guy. So you got the roll cage and net. There's a picture of the roll cage and the steering wheels with the car. And it's upside down, that's gay toys. And you see, this car was played with. The wheels are a little warped and there's rust on the axles, but that's the way I like them. I've said it before, I'd rather have something like this in this condition that shows that this car was enjoyed by someone. Now the question I have, oh, did I show the hood? There's the Skoal Bandit. I remember going to drag strips and big time car shows, and they'd have people walking around handing out stickers, and I got a couple of these stickers from them, and I think it's the same exact size, but that's from way back when companies used to give you stuff. But anyway, this being Skoal Bandit, there's rules and regulations about toys and alcohol and tobacco advertising. So I don't know if this is something that came in some kind of set or if it was actually sold on the shelf by itself. I don't know any of that information. But the car looks good. I really like it. And I just makes me smile because thinking about all my friends that are still around. A few of them are not with us anymore, and how important it was to be dipping tobacco. I'll tell you a Redman story maybe another day, because I don't want to be rambling. So that's it for this. It makes me smile looking at it. You guys, appreciate you hanging in there with me. Y'all have a good evening. It's like Tuesday, I think, because I've been working. This is my third week at home working. It's killing me. Anyway, happy coronavirus if you're held up in a house, because this is driving me crazy. You guys have a great day.